Welcome back, tightwads. Today we're looking at a method that I've heard of that tends to age wood or make it look more aged, and we're going to try it out and see if it works.
A lot of people are into the pallet craze right now, including me, and these are some of the boards that hold the pallets together. So they're usually 2x4s and they hold the pallets together. And what I've done is I've cut the pallet apart so you can see the little nails in here. But to make it nice and flush, I've taken my table saw and I've ripped a nice clean edge on them. But the problem with that is that the nice clean edge now looks new as well. So it's newer looking than the rest of the pallet board. So one concept I've read about a lot and never actually gotten into using is vinegar and steel wool. So what you do is you take a mason jar, you put vinegar in here, and then you buy 0000 steel wool, break it into pieces and put it inside the vinegar. And the steel wool disintegrates, and over time, this has been here probably a year now, it turns dark brown. And the principle behind this is a chemical reaction that reacts with the tannins in the wood and is supposed to age the wood and make it look darker. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a old cheap brush, just a nylon bristle brush, and I'm going to brush some of this solution on these boards, and then we will check back in a few hours to see if there's a color change. So right now they look pretty new. One of them was a little bit gray. But I'm just going to brush it on. No real technique here. Just brush it onto the edges. I'm not going, well, let's go ahead and do both sides. I'm going to do the other side too. I'm not worried about my shop bench getting dirty because I'm about to put a new top on it anyway. So if the little gets on here and it ages my shop bench a little bit, makes it a little grayer, it's not a big deal. As you can see, it's pretty messy. But I'm liberally applying this mixture to my boards. The one farthest from you, and we'll keep the same order for the after shots, looks a lot newer than the one closer to you. It's already looking like it's starting to turn, so it's going to be interesting to see how it looks in a couple hours. It doesn't turn because of the darkness of this. Initially it does look that way, but it's really a combination of the steel wool and the vinegar making a chemical reaction with the wood. So we'll leave it and we'll come back in about an hour or two and see what it looks like, and then we'll also get a shot after 24 hours. So I'm going to seal this back up so I can use it again. As you can see, it doesn't take much of the solution. If this works, I'll be using a lot more of it. So we'll see. Wow, it's already changing a lot. It's already really darkening up on both sides. So I think this is going to do exactly what I want it to do and make my pallet wood boards look older, so I can actually use this wood to frame some pallet furniture and still use the thin pallet boards as the top surface of them. But I did want to get this where it didn't look so nice and clean on the edges. Alright, so it's been about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I came back down and the wood is really grayed, which is exactly what I wanted. You can actually see where it dripped down this side and actually made this side look a little darker as well. So I'll probably go back and coat the whole thing. This side turned gray as well. That side's just dirty from being a pallet. Here's the second one that was farther away from the camera. This one was a little bit lighter than before, so you can tell they match pretty good now. Both sides match. Like I said, I'll probably go back and put some on this side to make it look even more aged. But I'm very happy with the way it turned out. I went ahead and coated another board all the way around, so you can see it is still a little wet because I coated it later. And it's pretty gray, has some good earth tones in it, a little bit of brown showing through. So it looks like it's reacting pretty well with this wood. The difference is, if you purchase, this is probably oak. It's heat treated, and it may be pine, but it's probably oak, because since it's the main support beam, it's a little bit harder. What you buy at Lowe's and Home Depot is normally pine, just in their stock wood. And if you ever look at it in the light, it has a sheen to it. That's called mill glaze, and mill glaze prevents this from really getting down into the pores of the wood. So you don't have as good of a result with new wood and pine with the mill glaze on it. If you do the cross cut on the end, it does get a little bit darker, but from what I've read, the tannins in oak and other woods, or the fact that oak and other woods have more tannins than pine, make it react a lot better with your harder woods. So it does work on what I suspect is oak. It works okay on pine, but not great. But on pallet wood, it should work pretty well because it's all really dry and porous. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think.
As always, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments section below. If you want to see my video showing how to change the main deck belt on an MTD riding mower, click the video in the top left. If you'd like to see how I treated my home for termites for up to 10 years, click the video in the top right.